Hello and welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to the Young Royals finale. I can't even say season finale because it's just the finale. And yeah, that's something that's making me very sad, but at the same time very excited. Before I start, I want to tell you that if you want, you can see my full reaction to the full hour without any cuts on my Patreon. The link is in the description and there you can find the uncut reactions tier. So check it out if you're interested. I hope there's a lot of people back who watch my Young Royal season 2 reactions, and as you might have noticed, I didn't react to the rest of the season. Not because I didn't want to, but because there was so much coming out at the same time, and then mental issues, and then I was like, okay, I have to work a little less. And if I looked at all the shows I wanted to react to, Young Royals didn't get the views I had hoped for last time. I thought because it was a really popular show, a lot of people would watch it. But like sometimes it even had trouble to get 1K, and I think only the first and the last episode got like, yeah, a decent amount of views. Like, that's not the reason why I'm making reactions or whatever again, but it was just like for me to think like, what are people the most interested in? Because I have to like let one show down. I have to say in the beginning I had some trouble with that because I was like, now I'm letting all these people down and I want to watch it like with the camera. I want to talk to people, you know? But then I was sitting on the couch last week when it came out. I binged all the first 5 episodes in one evening and I was like, I didn't want to binge this in one evening. I wanted to save some episodes so I could have like fun watching this multiple evenings. Well, it was not possible because this season was so good. And I just binged it all in one sitting. And yeah, then I waited for episode 6. And then I was like, because it's gonna be the finale, I can at least react to this one. So yeah. There you have some backstory why I didn't react to the rest. Let's do a quick recap though from the rest of the season and what I thought of it, because of course I didn't react to it, so then you still kind of have my opinion on it all. It was a really good season, like I said. I think maybe even better than season 2, maybe if, I don't know, season 1 it has been a while, but I think season 1 was just like a really strong start. Season 2 was just kind of like, yeah, I did do a season 2 rewatch, also like one day before season 3 came out, and I also did that in one evening, so yeah, I don't know what I expected. And then I remembered the whole storyline with the guy he was dating, and I don't know, it was just like them being apart for most of the season, so it was a good season, but then I watched 3 and was like, okay, yeah, that's the shit. Yeah, the main struggles right now are like, okay, they're together, it's fine, but they have such complete different views on life. Also, Willis' view on life is just like the view he has been like told to have. I feel like he doesn't know any better, and it's the same with all the like the people from the school. They're just like, they grew up in rich families. They haven't really known any struggles in their lives. Of course, I mean like not with money and not with like hunger, that sort of stuff. But of course the whole point of the show is that, for example, people like Wille, that you see that even though he grew up in like a really rich family and he kind of has everything he wants, he doesn't have everything he wants. So I think they did that really interesting in this season. And also because Simon has this completely different view on life, that also causes him sometimes to have some beef with the people from the school. But to be fair, Simon is not really bothering anyone with his view. He's just like fighting for what he thinks is right. And then the people from the school are just like, no, you can't do that. That's really bad. Like, but yeah, I do understand, like, if Simon is against the monarchy and Wille is the monarchy, that does cause for some problems. And then in the last episode we saw, of course, Wille's birthday and them going to Wille's home, yeah, seeing his parents and all. That was so awkward. The mom behaved really like, I get that she has a lot of mental issues going on right now, but yeah, to behave like that on your son's birthday in front of your son's boyfriend, yeah, it was really weird. So I totally understood why Wille, yeah, spoke to her like that. Maybe he went a little far, but, or not, I don't know, maybe he didn't. He just, yeah, told her what he should have told her a long time ago. She's only, like he said, being his boss and barely ever being his mom, and yeah, for her to behave on his birthday like that, I think that was really like the last straw where he was like, yeah, I should say something about this. And then of course, the end of episode 5 was Simon kind of breaking up with Wille. And I had a lot of mixed feelings about this. I also saw in Instagram comments that a lot of people were really mad about that, and I understand that. But I'm also trying to think like these are teenagers and they have the worst communication skills ever. So if they keep going on like that, the relationship is just not healthy. So I think what Simon did right now was a healthy thing. I just think the timing was really bad. Like, Wille really needed someone at that moment. You saw how bad he was doing, that he just had to fight with his parents on his fucking birthday. And then Simon is like, oh yeah, on top of everything, I think we should break up because love shouldn't be that hard. Like, yes, I completely agree. But you could have waited till maybe the day after. I don't know. To be fair, it's gonna be the finale. Let's just like say if these characters weren't fictional, if they were real, and we would now see, for example, them getting back together, then I would still think like, in the future they might still break up because they're teenagers. Yeah, they just haven't figured anything out in life yet. So I really hope they come back together. I hope their relationship gets more healthy. That's like the main thing. Their relationship should just get more healthy and they should communicate more. And then it might stand a chance. But yeah, also Simon having to delete his social media and yeah, them constantly saying what he has to do while he's just dating like Wille. Like, I kind of get it from both sides. Like, Wille doesn't want him to like say these things, but he has to. Simon doesn't want to delete these things. He just wants to post whatever he wants. But yeah, there are so many struggles going on in their relationship. And now in the last episode, like I said, I really hope they're gonna get back together. I think they will, because like I said, it's the last episode ever. They're not gonna end this 3-season show about these two guys not being together, right? After everything. So I'm kind of hoping this isn't gonna be another sex education case where they're hinting towards main characters getting together for like 4 seasons, and then no one ending up together. I have to say I wasn't too annoyed about that in sex education because I just didn't care that much. But here I'm like, this is literally about those two. Let them end up together. So I'm sorry about the bit of a longer review. I just wanted to like get my thoughts out about the rest of the season because I couldn't really react to it. And now that I've said all of that, I think it is really time to watch the finale. I'm a little scared, but yeah, I hope it's gonna be good. So let's watch it.
Så han bara lämna. Sov inte över eller någonting.
Oh, okay, so he did leave. I was like, are they just lying awkwardly together then?
Sluta. Det känns som att ni aldrig någonsin är helt över. Sa han att han inte var kär eller?
Jag sa inte det, men...
Oh, poor Wille.
Han har rätt, alltså jag förstår honom. Jag måste ta ansvar för mina problem. Jag kan inte förstöra honom på köpet.
It's good that he realizes that, I think. Because that is true.
Här.
I can't believe this is just gonna be the last episode. Insane. Just wondering if we ever see Simon happy. I feel like he's always in a breakup.
Har du kunnat sova någonting?
Jag tror jag ska skolka idag. Jag orkar verkligen inte träffa honom.
Kind of wild to me how these children can just always decide to just not go to school when they're in a breakup or in a fight with their friends. The way Sarah just didn't go to school for like, what was it, a month? My mom would have been like, yeah, I don't think so.
Är pappa här?
Oh, yeah, the dad really fucked her over. Did he give her a car? Huh.
Förlåt, jag älskar er. Jag vill att du tar bilen. Upptäck världen. Pappa.
Vi borde aldrig haft kontakt med honom. Du var besviken.
I mean, you do have a car now.
Jag tror det är du som har haft rätt hela tiden. Du vågar ju ge människor en andra chans.
Han kommer ju alltid vara så här.
Kanske, men det betyder inte att jag inte vill ha honom i mitt liv. Vissa människor kanske aldrig blir helt bra, men det betyder inte att man inte behöver dem.
She does kind of have a point. Like, of course it's not right what the father did, but maybe at some point you just have to like make the choice. Do I accept the fact that he is like this and I'm gonna just let him in my life but just accept this? Or do I just not want him in my life? So I think really like they're expecting something from him he's never gonna be, and if you keep expecting that, then he's gonna keep disappointing you.
Och dess väsen är tid.
Her.
Får jag prata med dig?
Ja, absolut. Sara, kan du fortsätta?
Från mål.
Hallå, vänta tyst.
Ja, jag måste tyvärr avbryta lektionen och faktiskt hela dagen är inställd. Det är så att Skolinspektionen har tagit ett beslut. De har gett Hillerska verksamhetsförbud.
What?
Va?
After everything?
Era elevhem. Och där kommer ni få mer information.
Hillerska har fått
Holy shit, I thought...
uppenbart för oss att man inte agerat.
Snyggt jobbat, kronprinsen. Du höll ett jävla tal.
Av de nuvarande eleverna vittnar om.
Här inne. Vad som snackade med skolan.
Oh, that was Felice, right?
Men varför kollar du på mig?
För du har suttit i en intervju
Vi har ju
och
länge
vägrat
pratat om det här. Alltså flera, och det har ju gått över typ så här 10 år så har de fått varningar. Jag har inte sagt någonting!
Tysta! Sluta skyll på varandra! Det är över! Det är slut! Det är fucking sorgligt, men kan vi bara få fucking ledsna?
It is so messed up how I kinda got like sympathy for August in this season. Like, I will never forgive him for all the shit he did, but he is trying so hard and you see that he is struggling so hard mentally.
Avslutningen. Men som det ser ut nu så kommer vi inte att öppna i höst.
Okay.
Ta med er alla era privata tillhörigheter hem den här sommaren. Farväl av era skolkamrater.
What the hell? But was it because of what Felice said then? Because she was like, no, they were talking about like a span of 10 years. What could I have done?
Ja, vad ska vi göra nu?
Mamma kanske har rätt i att vi borde flytta. Du har ju ändå alltid velat bo i en större stad och...
Det är världens sämsta stad. Ni kan inte dra från Bjärsta.
Kanske inte är sån dum idé.
To be fair, like, not for the friends, but the only people he still has there are the friends. Those two. And
Jag klarar mig.
is it worth all the harassment?
Starta om från början igen.
Yeah.
För mig också.
Han kommer inte vara kvar i Bjärsta.
Nej, exakt. Det här är din stad.
Nej, men allt påminner om honom ändå.
Vad säger mamma och pappa liksom?
Drottningens hälsa är ju lite försämrad för tillfället så men jag ska verkligen försöka se till att de kan närvara på skolavslutningen. Och att ni åker direkt från skolan ut och reda upp det här.
I'm kind of just wondering, like, I think this episode is like 50 more minutes now. Maybe a little less. I'm thinking like they need to save Hillerska. They need to get Simon and Willevek together. How are they gonna do all this?
Vi styr någon jävla fest. Va? En riktig jävla dum.
Det blir deppigt, eller?
Det kan inte bli deppigare än vad det redan är. Alltså om vi nu är de sista hillisarna som går ut så...
To be fair, I get it, it's sad. But like these three, they're still gonna graduate. So it's nothing is gonna change for them really.
Jag är Willes reserv. Kungahuset. Jag kommer få en officiell titel till och med.
Jävlar. Fan vad jobbigt.
Det är din ära.
Jo, säkert. Men jag menar, du hade ju inget ansvar.
Yeah, that's kind of what Willa was too before his brother died.
Men nu är du ju typ ägd.
Fy fan vad deppigt, August. Alltså man vill ju vara nära...
Vilket är ju väldigt bra för oss.
Supa, festa satan.
Yeah, they're not really making it any better for him. Creepy.
Hej. Simon, jag vill bara säga att det är som...
Tja, vad ska ni ha på er ikväll? Jag har liksom...
Always in this show.
Nej men lägg av, ni två måste komma. Det kommer bli skit.
Yeah, at least go to the party, come on.
Så jag måste bara gå.
Poängen är att vi måste vara tillsammans.
Nice.
Hallå? Men varför är du inte klar?
Depression.
Kom igen, det blir vår sista fest.
Vi kan stanna här, må skit tillsammans.
Look at her outfit, look at her makeup. She's not gonna stay in.
Hur tänker du att vi gör? Ska vi hoppa ut genom fönstret?
Malin, kan du komma in? Så här, jag kommer gå på den här festen ikväll. Vet att Erik gjorde värre saker på sin tid. Men jag tänker att ni får följa med. Lite avstånd och se till att jag inte råkar illa ut. Och det är...
What a responsible thing to do. Yeah, it would be pretty stupid that he has to stay locked up in his room and the rest of the school is gonna party.
Ja, men Ville kanske kommer.
Det är också sista kvällen. Tänk om du aldrig mer får se Ville.
Yeah, you should go. Looks like a good party. Say whatever you want about this school, but the parties, they look lit. Even when it's just like student arranged, you know? Because I don't think this was like an approved party of the school. It was just like, yeah, we all have to leave, so let's throw a party. Aw, they're there. What I'm also kind of wondering about is if Sarah is gonna end up with August in the end. Because they have been kind of hinting towards that, but it would still be really weird. Oh god.
Skål.
They really need to have like a good conversation for once. Even if it's like drunk.
Sista litet farväl av allt här.
Jag är ledsen att du behövde vara med om det där. På din invigning. Att det var Erik som gjorde det.
Det var inte bara han. Det var ju massa andra inblandade.
Det är ändå inte okej.
To be fair, the whole thing with the... What's the English word? Yeah, like all the things they had to do. The pornography they had to watch. Yeah, of course that was really bad. And it was like really a homophobic thing. But at the same time they were saying like... Yeah, and they had to like eat each other's puke. And then I'm like, but those are all really...
Oavsett vad.
Oh, okay.
Och jag är så ledsen. För allt. Jag är det. Förlåt, Willa.
Tack.
Finally. They really needed to have this conversation, otherwise it would have never been closed. What I was trying to say before the conversation got emotional. Like, those were all really bad things, and I'm like, all really bad, and then they put the focus so much on the movie. But yeah, I get it, of course, for Wille, that's worse, because he's gay himself, of course, so, or bi, I don't know, what is he? And to know that his brother was behind that, I get that for him, that's like a really personal impact, but just like the general picture, like, they're only talking about that.
Jag har starkare, viktigare känslor för dig.
Okay.
Och för Simon och för mig själv.
Minns du när du hjälpte mig att spy här?
Det var den bästa dagen i mitt liv.
Feels like so long ago now.
Du sa att du tyckte att mitt hår var fint när det lockade sig. Det betydde väldigt mycket för mig. De andra tjejerna fattade inte att jag 1 timme tidigare för att platta och fixa håret.
Yeah, did she do that in season 1,
Jag tror att det är
right?
mitt fel att skolan ska stängas.
Not. Oh, she's admitting
Jag
it.
sa som det var till skolinspektionen. Jag sa hur det var med hierarkin på skolan. Så jag berättade verkligen allt.
Bra.
Bra.
Ja, varför skulle du ljuga?
Knappt dig.
Jag har saknat dig också.
Hallå? Polis! Kom nu!
Ja, jag kommer.
Jag fattar inte.
I feel like everyone is kind of having like this conversation with a person they still had to have a conversation with. To kind of like close all the trouble in the last episode.
Kan du se det igen? Vem släppte in er? Men vadå? Vad gör de här? De går inte ens på engelska.
Nej. Ta lugnt.
That was weird, because she was really like flirting with her and all. And I was like, who let you in?
Jag måste säga bara, alltså jag fucking älskar det.
Killar! Ja. Jag måste säga en grej. Nu får ni fan inte skratta, okej?
Nej.
Lova! Jag har ligger med killar.
Nisse, varför skulle vi skratta? Och varför har du inte sagt någonting?
För att jag inte tycker det är speciell eller så.
Aww.
Ja, men så här.
Säg det. Ja, du är så jävla yngst.
Ja.
Seriöst, kan få
It's like everyone's getting a bit less toxic now they know school's closing anyway. It's cute that he finally, wasn't afraid to say that.
Förlåt, jag var så glad att se dig. Vi behöver inte gömma oss mer. Oj. När jag börjar GMU så kan jag alltid komma över på helgerna och så kan vi bara få vara.
August, det är över.
Okej. Varför det?
För att det är inte vad jag vill.
Sara?
Sarah's always so straight to the point.
Jag ser vem du är, August, men jag tror inte du ser mig. Du är kär i den du blir med mig. Det är inte samma sak.
Okej.
Du kysste mig på middagen och nu är det bara över. Vi kan fly till en...
Nej.
Sara. Jo. Du bara bestämmer att det är slut. Och så är det bara det. Sådär.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Jag vet inte om jag kan ta det.
If I'm honest, I also don't think like Sarah's completely right in this situation. Yeah, I don't know. Now she's kissing him again. I don't know. It's confusing. It's just like in the beginning, when she got together with him, I feel like she was just like looking for like someone. And I was like, okay, August. And then she kind of led him on and he got like completely in love with her. And then she broke up with him because of the friends. While he was trying to be a better person. At the same time, he did do a shitty thing when Simon was going to the police. So that's why I'm like, but she also has a point and a reason to... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm kind of rooting for them suddenly. I honestly thought they would get back together, August and Sarah. But yeah, I think for the storyline, it's better if they don't.
Hey. Hey.
Took him a lot of courage.
Kan vi inte bara skita i allt som har hänt? Bara för ikväll.
Vad betyder det?
Inget kungahus, ingen prins, ingen sosse, inget drama. Bara nu.
Just party.
En sista kväll ihop.
Jag gillar det.
Jag kommer få så mycket skit av Malin när jag kommer tillbaka. Jag minns den dagen. När du fegade ur i klassrummet. Ett. Varför sa du inget då? Simon, jag kan inte fatta. Man kan inte liksom bara vara slut mellan dig och mig. Jag kan liksom inte fortsätta känna. Jag kan inte bara vara över.
I don't think he is.
Inte dig, Malin. Jag trodde att det skulle vara vi. Det har varit vi. När det var vi var det fint.
Are you really telling me they're not getting back together? Is this really it? Like the episode is still like a few more minutes, like 20 or something, but... Oh? Oh? Finally, 2, yeah. This kid is so random. The end of an era. It feels so weird. Like this is not much longer and everything is ending in a weird way. Oh. I'm gonna cry, right? All these memories, no! Why is this the last season? Oh yeah, this was where their first kiss was, right? I honestly, myself, I would not still send this to someone if we just broken up. But yeah, we'll see what we'll get out of it. Okay, last few moments at Hillerska. Please, let it end well. Please. I want a good finale.
Så det är en ganska annorlunda dag idag. Men låt den här dagen få bli en glädjens dag.
Med samlade krafter kommer vi ju överklaga Skolinspektionens beslut.
Hillerskas framtid är långt ifrån över.
Nice, nice.
Och för att hedra våra avgångsstudenter så sjunger vi tillsammans. Låt oss hoppas att det inte är för sista gången.
Forna dagar flytta åras år. Det gjorde ont åt mig själv. Var lost innan jag hittade hem. Det vi hade och de vi var. De var bra. Om du kräver mig på svar. Så mig
Why does this really feel like the end of an era? Like for them it's the school closing, for us it's like the last episode ever. And also the song always makes me cry because it's about Wille. Just every time I recognize the song I'm like no.
Jag trodde faktiskt inte att ni skulle komma.
Willem, du hade rätt. Jag fanns inte där när du behövde mig. Jag vill be om förlåtelse för det. Borde ha sökt hjälp mycket tidigare, men nu har jag gjort det och jag har plikt som mamma och jag finnas där för dig nu.
Okej.
Kan du förlåta mig, Willem?
Okej. Damn. Character development. Jesus.
Oj, här kommer August. Gratulerar, August.
Tack. Nej. Gud vad fint. Tack så hemskt mycket.
Och nu till det viktiga.
It's good to see that they're like finally kind of okay with each other. Like yes, Wille had all the reasons to be mad at him, but especially this season we've seen that August has been trying to improve himself, so.
Simon. Jag vill bara säga tack. Förlåt. Jag älskar den. Även om den var sorglig och...
Inget var förgäves. Och jag gav aldrig upp på oss. Jag gav upp på kungahuset.
Fair.
Hej då, Simon.
Hej då.
Hoppas du får en fin sommar.
Tack, Wille. Du med.
This can be it. Yeah, honestly, it would feel weird if he like ran after him now. It has to come from Simon now. If Wille is gonna like run after him, it's just gonna look desperate. Because he keeps breaking up with him like Simon with Wille.
So we'll be here in 5 minutes, okay?
Oh yeah, they were going to New York. She's gonna talk to Sarah, I think.
Hej. Hej. Går det bra? Är det din? Var ska du någonstans?
Hem. Jo, du ska till New York.
Jag vet inte riktigt.
Oh, you're gonna cancel?
Jag vet inte riktigt om en resa till New York var det jag behövde när jag var som mest ledsen över det som hände mellan oss. Jag har kompisar som slänger pengar på problemet istället för att lyssna.
Yep.
Jag behövde någon som jag kunde vara ärlig med. Men det är det med dig.
Like, honestly, no shade. They seem like super nice girls and really nice friends. But what she's saying is so true. Like, they don't understand any of the stuff she's going through. And she can be honest with them. Because they will just not understand.
Ja, vi har stått framför oss. Vi avvaktar.
Tage.
Jag är så stolt över dig. Willem, en dag kommer du att bli en fantastisk kung. Jag vet det.
He's not gonna like give up the crown and like go to Simon and be like, hey, I don't want to be king anymore because of Simon.
Vad händer om jag inte vill det?
Snälla, inte idag. Alltså vi har pratat om det här.
Nej, men jag menar inte att göra dig upprörd. Det är det sista jag vill. Också inte låtit mig ha en ärlig konversation om det här.
Det måste ju finnas ett värre livsöde att tilldelas än det här.
Tilldelats det här? Vi har inte valt. Ingen har valt. Folket har inte valt. Och det får dig att må. Tror att jag kommer att ändra mig, men jag kommer inte att göra det. Jag vill inte det här.
Okej.
Om du tror på monarkin, då är det där din arvtagare. Och jag förstår att ni är besvikna, men det är sanningen.
It's good that he's finally like, yeah, saying this clearly in a serious conversation. Go to Simon now. Because I feel like, because I said, okay, he's not gonna give up the crown just for Simon, right? But he just doesn't want it, and that's a total different story. Oh, chills. This is gonna be one hell of a season finale, I know it. Imagine if he left already, that would be embarrassing. They're driving. Go! Go! Come on! Please just stop. He's not running for nothing. Come on. Turn back the car, please.
Jag vill inte vara kung.
Eller kronprins. Jag sa precis det till mamma.
Fine med det. Gjorde du det för min skull? Nej, för min skull.
Good.
Jag vill vara med dig, Simon.
Jag är säker på att du är över mig.
No, of course not.
Fan tror du?
Oh no! No! I can't handle this! They're really trying to break us. This is such a beautiful show. Oh, so she didn't go to New York. I thought I saw someone else sitting in the car. It's over. Fucking hell. Oh, I don't know how shows do this, but it happens so often that there's like a season finale and so much is going wrong and there's new problems created within the season finale, and then still in the last 5 minutes they're able to solve it all. And I love it. Holy shit. What a beautiful ending. The way I was like saying during the episode, like, this can be the last season. Why is there not another season? Because I felt like, okay, there's 10 minutes left. Simon and Wille are still not together. And especially when they were like standing at the graduation thing and they talked to each other, it seemed like, oh yeah, okay, this is gonna be the last time they talk to each other. So something has to happen now. But at the same time, I was like, Simon looks so like sure of his decision. He's not gonna come back from it. He knows this is what's best for both of them to just break up right now. And then they left and I was like, are they shitting us? Are we really not gonna see them end up together in the end? No, I was getting really scared there. And then I was thinking like, yeah, and Hillerska is closing. They still haven't solved that. I don't know if they are. At the same time, I was like, Felice did tell the truth to them, which was a good thing for her to do. So it would also be weird if nothing happened at all and everything could just like go on the way it did. If it was still like closing, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't really the point. The point was that Simon and Willem had to end up together. But then in the end, they did say like, oh yeah, we're still fighting for the school. So they're still like, yeah, trying to keep it open. I have to say, like, it's a really nice ending of the show. I love it, and honestly, I don't think I would have liked to see it any other way. But if there would have been like a next season, I wouldn't have minded. As in, sometimes a show just ends so perfectly and you're like, okay, this is just where you have to stop. Don't start like, yeah, making endless seasons and just that it gets worse, you know. But I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I think season 3 was the best season. I had so much fun watching it. It was so interesting to also see more of Wille, like, with his parents, like, yeah, in their home and all. Yeah, I think if I have to make like a ranking of what were my favorite seasons, I think it's gonna be 3, 1, 2. So like, I if there would have been like a 4th season, I really maybe would have liked to see just like, the thing is, it's good that it ends. Because if you write another season, of course there have to be new problems. And then they're probably gonna break up like 2 more times or 3 more times just to get like a story. Because if there's no story, yeah, you don't really have a show. But maybe I would have liked to see maybe like problems around them instead of like just them. Constantly their relationship being the problem. Because to be honest, now I feel like they're finally able to have a healthy relationship. Because Wille said he doesn't want to be king. His mom, I mean, I don't think she was completely fine with it yet, but she knows she has to accept it. So I feel like now they finally have the time to start their healthy relationship. And I would have liked to see more of that. Maybe they could have made a storyline around the school again, or I don't know. But yeah, I would have liked to see more of their relationship. But for the rest, I am not complaining at all. It was a really beautiful finale. And it is just such a nice show. I remember when I started watching this years ago and I was just like scrolling through Netflix like, what should I watch? And I was like, sounds gay. I'm in. And then I started watching and I couldn't stop watching. And damn. Because I also felt when I was watching season 1 that it really wasn't that popular or something. And I never really expected another season. Like, yeah, it kind of ended. How did season 1 end again? I don't fully remember, but it was kind of like cliffhanger-ish, right? So I was like, yeah, I want a season 2, but I don't know if it's going to happen because I've never heard anyone talk about this. But I feel like when they announced season 2 and like, yeah, season 2 happening, I feel like so many more people were talking about it. And it really got, yeah, really popular. And it's so nice that it got 3 seasons in the end. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful show. And just the idea behind the show, like, I know that a lot of people kind of compare it with Heartstopper because it's also about, yeah, 2 boys falling in love, a school is involved and all, you know. But always when I look at Heartstopper, like, I love Heartstopper, don't get me wrong, but it feels really targeted towards, like, young teens. And this feels a little more targeted towards, like, older teens. I'm not in both categories. I was when season 1 started, so. But I feel like everything behind this story is a bit more focused on problems within society. As in Heartstopper, for me, it just feels like, yeah, there's like this guy who kind of has to like come out of the closet, has to embrace his sexuality. But everyone's queer and everyone accepts each other, apart from maybe some bullies. But Young Royals, I feel like that has a deeper layer, which is a lot like problems from society, and I think that's really interesting here. So if you look at the way that Simon and Wille are both from such different worlds, I think that already makes for such an interesting, yeah, story, and yeah, to see how that all plays out. And in the end, I think I was so scared he was gonna give up the crown just for Simon. And yeah, of course, Simon was a big part of it, but I think even if he had like stayed broken up with Simon, in the next relationship, he probably would have had, like, the same problems. Like, yeah, okay, maybe he would have dated a rich guy or whatever, I don't know. But still, he's always gonna have the problems he has as, like, the crown prince or even the king then. And he just doesn't want that. Yeah, okay, the friends were, like, talking to August like, oh, you really shouldn't want that. But I know August was, like, he felt really honored about, yeah, maybe being the next king. And in the end, it was also really nice to see that Wille kind of forgave August. They were, like, not so hostile anymore, and he just congratulated him on his graduation. That was also fine to me, because like in season 2 when we found out like, oh, August is gonna be the backup, I was like, oh, then I would just like become king only to prevent August from getting it because he clearly wants it. And now I'm just like, yeah, I think it's a good solution. I completely understand the mom, because of course everyone would have wanted that Eric became king, but yeah, that was just not gonna happen anymore. And now they have to look for solutions because Wille doesn't want it. And August is okay with it, I think. So, you know what I was thinking about this when I was watching this? You know what would be really cool if like, I don't know, in 10 years or something, or 15 years, they would make like a Young Royals special, but it wouldn't be called Young Royals anymore, just Royals. And then we would see like their future lives, what happened to them. I think it would have been kind of funny if August stayed with Sarah, and then, yeah, she would have became like queen, or I don't know, how do you call that then? Not sure. But yeah, then she also would have been royalty. That would have been kind of funny. But at the same time, if Sarah stayed with August, I think she would have in the end faced the exact same problems now as Simon did. And I think in that way, it's good that they broke up. The whole Sarah and August relationship, I have to say, I feel like they were just both people who are really still looking for themselves and didn't really know what they want yet, who they were yet. That's why I kind of started sort of rooting for them. In one way I was like, okay, you guys obviously really like each other. August is trying to be a better person because of Sarah, but at the same time I really understood Sarah, and I think she made the right decision in the end to, yeah, break up with August. Because also, if they would have like gotten together right now, I don't think they would have stayed together for long. Because like I said, Sarah would have faced the same problems Simon had with Wille. So I don't think that relationship would have like, yeah, stayed anyway. So good decision. And then Felice, it was nice that she could admit to Sarah that she was the one who said it. So yeah, in the end it was because of her. I think that's very brave. Honestly, everyone's lying to protect that school, and then at the same time I'm like, yeah, okay. Because us as a viewer, we want to see Hillerska be there. But if all that shit is going on behind the scenes, you shouldn't lie about it. And yeah, just accept the outcome, I guess. This might be a bit of a weird opinion, but I do think it's kind of shitty in the end. Like, that you're going with your friends to New York and then you just bail last minute. Like, I completely get the reason. She literally said to Sarah, like you're the only one I can be honest with. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, okay, but your friends paid for a trip to New York. And they were all like, everyone was thinking like, oh, we're going with the 4 of us, and then you're just like, nah, I'm going with Sarah. Bit of mixed feelings about that too. Like, I have to think, of course, for these people, money is no issue at all. They can book 10 flights to New York and it would all be fine. But just the whole mindset of like going to New York with your friends that day and then last minute being like, nah, I'm not going, while it was a gift for you. It sounds kind of shitty. But for the storyline, I think it was really nice that she went with Sarah for like the closure of the show and all. Do I have more to say? This is a very long review. It was a very long intro. This is gonna be a long video, but worth it because it's the last Young Royals episode ever. Oh, only one thing I still wanted to mention was like Simon's friends. I honestly don't understand why they kept going to like the parties at Hillerska, because like the first time it was already kind of awkward and they felt kind of rightfully so attacked that everyone was going on like, yeah, holidays out of Europe. And as Wille was like, I'm going to work. And then he was just like, yeah, going to like, I don't know, a school where he learned how to behave as a king or whatever. So then you already saw like it was really awkward. And then they just kept going to those parties. And honestly, if it was that awkward, I would be like, okay, fuck those rich assholes. I'm not going to those parties anymore. And it was kind of weird how like the friend of Felice behaved towards her suddenly, because they were obviously like flirting in the one episode, I think. And yeah, I didn't ship them because I wanted the other 2 girls to end up together. But for her to suddenly be like, who let you in? I was like, okay, weird. But yeah, the other 2 girls ended up together. That was nice. And we didn't really see Simon's friends after that anymore. So yeah. But yeah, it's nice to think that Simon is now going to stay there. He's going to stay living there. So yeah, they can just still hang out and all. And I'm just I want more, to be honest. Like, it ended so beautifully, but I just want to see their lives after this, you know? I do think this was my reaction though. And like one more thing, what I think they did really well was the fact that the school was closing. It really felt like a goodbye for all of them. And we felt that same thing because for us it felt like a goodbye from the show. Like, I kind of feel like I felt what they were feeling because we were saying goodbye to the show and they were saying goodbye to their school. And yeah, I think that was like a really good decision to like do this in the last episode. So yeah, I have to say like the whole show is just like so good and I love it. And I'm gonna end this reaction here because I've been talking for way too long already. But oh, I love Young Royals and we got the ending we deserved, and I just wish there was more, but yeah, it ended very well. Simon and Wille together, what we all hoped for, it happened. I would have been really mad if it didn't, because then I would be like, why did I watch 3 seasons of this for years? Why? But yeah, it happened, and that's good. So, like I said before, if you want to see my full reaction to this episode, then check out my Patreon, the link's in the description. And if you like my reaction, then please leave a like. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments down below. I'm very curious about that. And then I hope to see you maybe at some of my other reactions. Bye!